Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us. My special guest today is the metronome that changed a generation, Dr. Beat. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Beat.
Happy to be here, Jonathan. Thank you so much for having me.
So we're here today to talk about what's making all the headlines, the invisible enemy that has crossed continents, does not discriminate, and is basically everywhere at this point, and that is bad rhythm.
Yes, Jonathan, you're absolutely right. It's an epidemic out there.
Now, before we get started, there are a lot of fans out there of your work, and people have been wondering for a really long time, where did you get your bachelor's and master's degrees?
School of Hard Knocks, Jonathan. School of Hard Knocks.
Okay. Well, tell us, what are some of the symptoms of bad rhythm?
Well, if you have trouble playing with other people, that's usually an early warning sign. Getting funny looks from your listeners, too? Yeah, because it sounds kind of like what they think they're supposed to hear, but it's not.
What are some steps that people can take if they think they might have bad rhythm? Should they use the metronome right away?
No. If they use a metronome, it might help alleviate some of the symptoms temporarily, but most of the time I just end up being an annoying background sound for the bad rhythm.
So, doctor, what should people do?
Well, the first step is admitting that you might have a problem. And then first things first, people need to move to music. Even if it looks kind of funny, even if it isn't in time with the music at all, people just need to keep moving to music.
I see. And what else should people do?
Next, people need to just play with other people. Again, it might sound pretty bad, but this is just part of the process. And if you're socially distant right now, just play around with a family member. Just keep messing around.
And is there anything else people can do?
Yes, more people need to improvise. Again, just make it up and get messy. It's supposed to be fun.
So, Dr. B, what exactly is the purpose of a metronome?
Once people can hear me and understand me to use me appropriately, then you can use me for a quick fix. But if you follow the steps we talked about, you're on your way to having a decent sense of rhythm.
And finally, how do you feel about most of your functionality being replaced by cheap or free apps?
That wasn't supposed to be part of the interview.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. B, and thank you to everyone viewing out there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more educational content and more interviews with world changers like Dr. B, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.